Hi everyone, thank you for checking out this channel. Um, the purpose that I'm doing this channel is for show a different way to do pinball. And I did this machine that you see right now. You probably see some videos. If you now go check it out, it's gonna be down below, all the links and everything. Yeah, I will be talking about this machine and other projects that I have in mind now to start doing it, and yeah, and share why this machine is so different than any machine in the whole world, and why I get to this. So the difference that has is actually gameplay, construction, hardware, and software. This machine gives you the opportunity to play in other concepts. So, like for example, most of the time people are super excited with any kind of machine, super cool to play, but everybody just had to wait their turn if you have multiple people. And that for me was a disappointing thing when I have my first pinball machine in home. My wife loves to play pinball machine, everybody does, but guess what? When you're good, you never lose. And when you never lose, people get bored about, okay, they still continue with that ball, when is my turn, So that shooed me out and start thinking a little bit about the ideas, how I can create a pinball machine that everybody can enjoy in the same time. And that's why gameplay is completely out of the box on this machine. And what to prove the concept, the test and concept or practical concept, how I get to this point, I will be talking about little by little on this channel about that. But the main thing is, for example, what I did on this machine is that now you control everything with an Xbox controller. You got let me turn on, and you got the ability to do a lot of stuff, because basically I'm running a different software that nobody's using to do pinball, and that's Unreal Engine, and also implementation with a simple device and simple controller, which is Arduinos. So now, like for example, I can hit start, and on this one I access code, and I can just go through the menu, and I control everything by my controller. So basically, the pinball machine is because it's running with Windows and it's running with Unreal Engine, and you have now the whole universe of gaming in your hand and available to the pinball machine. And that's what I came with this design, and I did all that I did. I've been talking about on this channel about this detail by details, show the people that you can do it yourself. If you want, you need help, I'm gonna be here also to do that. That's what I'm gonna be planning here. And yeah, and that's and one of the things that I want to put here of the gameplay is that now two players, you can play at the same time, at the same moment, on the same play field. So basically, that will take it out, that dream that I was expecting to everybody have fun at the same time. And I just did this by myself, and nobody was knowing about it. I just decided to do it and see what happened, and everything started with this module that I did in cardboard. Like, I basically code the 50% of my machine before designing it with this cardboard and Arduino's module that I designed by hand. It took me like a couple hours to build, and just get the idea to connect Arduino with Unreal Engine. And basically this part of the machine is that part of the machine. And what I did, it was do some modules, but we're gonna talk more later about how I achieve that and how it actually work. Yeah, and so also I kind of change a little stuff on construction, like the play field by itself, it's different. I use plexiglass instead using only wood. It's wood with plexiglass, but it don't have any inserts. It take that away from the equation. You don't have to be worried about, oh my God, how I put this same insert that everybody use. Instead, you can light different ways and different shapes that kind of match your game better. And that's one other thing that I got on that. The hardware, like I say, is Arduino, and software basically is Unreal Engine. So yeah, so Unreal Engine, if you don't know it, I will put little information here on this video, and you will see it, and also put some links so you can read about it, that engine, what it's capable of, and you will see. So for those that don't know, didn't see the machine before, yeah, that's what you're going to be finding here. So just check it out, the videos that are going to be showing, and yeah, and that's basically what I'm doing this channel, because it's a lot of stuff that I can talk about this machine. That when I went to the festival of Texas Pinball Festival, and everybody that it got over 285 plays, and every one of them, it was like they cannot they express different feelings about how awesome is to play two players at the same time. On this game, I just code a little code that you can play. I call it with help, and basically you can play with help, and that is that the player that is running the flippers, the button flippers, it will control bottom flippers, and the player that is playing here, it actually controlling the top flippers. So just watch out the gameplay. I got some samples there. A lot of people on the YouTube, it's YouTube out there that is showing playing, but I'm gonna get to it a little bit by little. It's a lot of stuff that I had to cover, and yeah, and that's what basically what I'm doing here. So yeah, just take a look at everything and just pay attention. And if you want to support me, I will open a Patreon and just take a look. And if you have their own ideas, I will be able to help you out there, and through that, and you support me, and I help you out, and we work together. Also. The ideas behind this is not just this machine simple, like the interaction of what you can do now with Unreal Engine is beyond of what you can even imagine. So for example, let me give you a little sample, just hold me on this one, because now I just did a simple scenario that basically you control two flippers, one player control one flipper and the other player control another flipper, and I call Copilot and Copilot on this game because it's a MechWarrior game, and I want to implement that on this game. But another stuff that more you can do, like you can make any kind of play field, and you can also make a video game that you can control with people around. In the same time that he's playing here, people can play a video game, kind of interacting with servos, with any imagine wherever you want to control the game, and you can do it. You will be able to do it with this idea, with this basically software and design, and if you have a shooting game that you killing people here and helping this guy that is shooting targets and killing also, and you can actually if you make progress here in the game, make it more difficult here to people to moving stuff and show up bumpers, like showing any kind of stuff that you can mechanism that you want to basically control the game and make it difficult to that guy that is playing here. So and then you can do a system that basically swap everybody have the experience to play pinball and interacting with others players at the same time. That's basically what my next project will be. Eventually, if I get the funding and I'll get all that and I get to work on it, I got a kind of little plan already. But yeah, it's something that it will go beyond of what pinball is. I want to go a next level of pinball. It's a greater machine out there. It's great companies. They do classics pinball. They are great and they're fun and yeah. But I think that we can go in another level. We can go now. We got more accessibility to video game. A lot of people love playing video game, and to continue do this pinball and people continue having, I think that we have to evolve a little bit, and this is going to be the evolution of pinball. It will still be in pinball. You can do rules like old classic pinballs, and you depend what you want to put together. It will be able, because Unreal Engine, it's the universe on video games, and also it is easier with controlling with Arduinos, because Arduino is just going to read information what is happening here, and also you can control, if you know Arduino, you can control anything with Arduino, and you can basically do whatever you want in playfield that control with a video game at the same time. And that's basically what I want to try achieve and demonstrate more on the other pinball machine that I have planned to. And yeah, I mean, if you like this idea and you think it's useful for the future and all that, just keep watching this channel and see what I'm gonna be talking about this machine and showing everything about it. So yeah, thank you for watching and have a great day. Bless.